Good morning, students. Welcome back to your English class. Today, you would come to know about a poem. Poem name No Men Are Foreign. That is written by James Kirker. Let's start.
The poem No Men Are Foreign. The title No Men Are Foreign means that no man belongs to another country. The poet wants to say that all men are same, all men are equal. He wants to promote the concept of universal brotherhood. In this poem, he wants to tell us that everyone in this world is same. All people, all men are same. They eat, live, die the same way. Everyone get the bounties of nature like sunshine, land, etc. in equal measure. We can say it's a peace poem. Let's start. Stanza 1. Remember, no men are strange, no countries foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes like ours. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this in which we all shall lie. In the first line, the poet says, No men are strange, no country is foreign. कोई भी अलग नहीं है, अजनबी नहीं है, ना ही कोई कंट्री हमसे अलग है. He attempting to remove the borders from the earth, which have been erected to separate different countries. Then only no country will be foreign. अगर ये बॉर्डर से लाइन्स हट जाए तो कोई भी कंट्री फॉरेन नहीं है. We will feel every country as our own land when there will be no borders. Everyone will be free to move around. The poet wants to say that entire earth is one and all the people who live in the earth belong to one human race. So, beneath all uniform, a single body breathes like ours. Then he says that inside the uniforms worn by soldiers of different countries, the human being is the same. God has made all of us in a similar way. All breathe in the same way. Then he says that we all are brothers and we will walk upon the same Mother Earth. And after our death, we shall lie in the grave in the same earth. Stanza 2. They too aware of sun and air and water are fed by peaceful harvest, by wars long winter stopped. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. In this line, the poet says, Nature has given all the bounties to all people, just like he has given to us. Everyone gets sunlight, air, and water in equal measure, which means God does not differentiate between people from different countries. वो कहना चाहता है कि सन, एयर, वाटर इसको देने में ईश्वर ने, गॉड ने कोई भी डिफरेंस नहीं किया है. We also do farming during the time of peace, when there is no war. We live a relaxed life and eat the things given to us by nature. After he adds that we starve during wars, winter time in the same for those belonging to other countries. वो कहना चाहता है जब वार और विंटर होता है तो हम सभी को प्रॉब्लम सहन करनी पड़ती है, फेस करनी पड़ती है, और ऐसे ही सभी कंट्रीज़ को ये प्रॉब्लम होती है. Even they don't get food at that time. So he wants to say that foreigners who belong to another country and we both are same. Then the poet says that even their hands are same. They work very hard just like we do. He is giving us all these examples. Or he wants to say there is no difference in us and the people belonging to another country. Stanza 3. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is a common life that all can recognize and understand. In the stanza third, the poet wants to say that we should keep in mind that people of another country whom we think to be our enemies have been gifted a similar appearance by God like us. God ने सभी को एक जैसा appearance दिया है. God has given them eyes like ours which open when awake and close when we are asleep. जब हम सोते हैं तो बंद होती है हमारी आइज़ और जब हम जागते हैं तो खुलती है. Similarly, we has given them strength which can be won through love. हम सभी एक दूसरे से अगर प्यार से रहते हैं तो जीत सकते हैं. Then he says that in every country, in every land, there is a one common thing, that is life. Life means all the things that are living, and if we can recognize them and if we understand the feeling of one another, so we can realize that we are same. There will be no fight, no war between us. Stanza 4. Let us remember whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispose, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. In the fourth stanza, the poet says that we should remember that whenever someone tells us to hate a person from another country, to think him as our enemy. पोएट कहते हैं कि अगर हमें कोई भी किसी और कंट्री से हेट करने के लिए कहे तो हमें समझना चाहिए वो हमारा एनिमी है. Whenever we think someone to be our enemy, then we deprive ourselves, we cheat ourselves, we condemn ourselves. अगर हम किसी को अपना एनिमी समझते हैं तो हम अपने साथ ही चीटिंग कर रहे हैं. He says that we should stay away from such negativity. We should not consider anyone to be our enemy. During a war, both the parties must bear the loss. अगर वार होगी तो दोनों पार्टीज़ में को नुकसान होगा. And that is why the poet says that the war is not our favor. He says, whenever we pick any weapon against someone, so we should always remember one thing. No men are strange, no country is foreign. हमें हमेशा ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि कोई भी हमसे अलग नहीं है. Stanza 5. It is the human heart that we defile, our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere are on. Remember, no men are foreign, no country is strange. In the stanza 5th, the poets wants to say that we should keep in mind that whenever we pick weapons against any person, we make the earth dirty. Defile means dirty, polluted. Because weapons kill people and their bodies which fall on the earth. Make it dirty. अगर आप किसी के अगेंस्ट वेपन उठाएंगे तो ऑब्वियस है डेथ भी है. इससे क्या होगा, हमारी अर्थ पॉल्यूटेड हो जाएगी. Whenever war happens, it leads to a lots of bloodshed. Bloodshed, fire, death, these dead bodies accumulate on the earth and make it impure. सारी dead bodies अर्थ पर accumulate, इकट्ठी हो जाएंगी and make it impure. The fire of war which erupts, the smoke which comes out, the dust which fills the air, it is so dirty, it pollutes and outrages the purity of the air. Outrages great anger. अगर अर्थ में डेड बॉडीज़ होंगी तो outrages उतना ही गुस्सा भी होगा. When all these things, the poet wants to give us one message that we should not indulge in war. हमें war में नहीं रहना है. Finally, he ends the poem by writing the first line. Again, that no men are foreign, no country is strange. कोई भी हमसे अलग नहीं है, हम सब एक हैं. In this entire poem, there is a no rhyme scheme. The poem is written in free words. Let's the literary devices. Literary devices used in this poem: alliteration and metaphor. Alliteration, the repetitions of a single letter. एक letter का twice or thrice time use होना. That is called alliteration. Look at the example. Stanza 1, body breaths. B sound is repeated. Stanza 2, wars winter. W sound is repeated. Come to the metaphor. Metaphor. Uniform refers to the stanza 1, uniform word is used. So the meaning of uniform refers to the military of different countries. Stanza 2, war. War's time is compared to the winter season. So there are two poetic device, metaphor and alliteration. At the last, the main message of this poem, that stop all the wars and look upon humanity as a unified entity. The poet warns the rulers of all the countries, when they wars, they not only injures the interest of those whom they hate, but also injure themselves. They should know that peace brings prosperity and wars bring destruction. Those who spread hatred and cause wars against their brothers, sisters in different parts of the world actually hate the cause of peaceful mutual coexistence. So, students, always keep the message in mind that we should not create any form of fight, wars against anyone. Be happy. Thank you.